Hey, what's going on, everyone? Do you know what time it is? Yep, it's time for another newbie kayak fishing field trip. We did something similar a little while back and I thought it turned out really well. People came out, had fun, we caught some fish, so we're gonna do it again. At this point, let me ask for a favor. If you could hit the subscribe button and maybe hit the like button as well, I would really appreciate that. We're going to choose a weekend date, of course, and beyond that, we are going to look for a date that either has a no moon or a full moon. And the reason we're doing that is because everything else being equal, you're going to have better success when there is no moon or full moon, because during those periods, the tidal movement and change is greatest, and thus the water movement is greatest. And everything else being equal, when you have more water movement, it's going to put the fish in a mood to bite. Now that date is going to be tentative, okay? I'm not going to take you out if the oceanic conditions do not allow for it. So we are looking at factors like wind. Wind has to be under 10 miles per hour throughout the day. We're looking for big visibility, 15 miles. Okay, that implies we're not going to have any fog. Temperature, that's kind of flexible. And then we are also looking for swells that are under or near 3 foot. Okay, and then the wave period also matters. We're looking for something that's 10 seconds or more. And what that means is the number of seconds in between the bumps of the swells. Okay, assuming all those factors come to play nicely, we're going to be launching out of King Harbor, okay? And I have previous videos that I've made that'll teach you or show you everything that's involved with launching out of the harbor. It is not a beach launch, okay? We're launching into a harbor, so you don't have to deal with waves. In terms of where we will be fishing, we will not be fishing at the mouth of the harbor. There is way too much boat traffic in and out. And on top of that, the water is the roughest right around here. And there is another video that I recently made that shows just how rough the water can get around here. So it's just a dangerous area and we will not be fishing here. We will not be fishing the jetty wall because you have to understand that this jetty wall gets pressure from boaters, from kayakers, and land-based fishermen because it is connected to land. If we want to maximize our odds of catching fish, we have to be willing to venture out a little bit. So I'm thinking that we're going to be hitting the Palawan Wreck, which is right here. And this is about 2 miles out from the harbor. And on top of that, we might work the ledges of the canyon wall for rockfish. So all in all, I would say that you should be comfortable with putting in maybe about 5 miles total and being out on the water 6 to 8 hours. And you also have to understand that I am not a paid guide. I am not doing this for money. So if we're out here and I have a party of 4 or 5 people and you get tired or hungry or thirsty or grumpy and you want to go back, I can't leave the party to guide you back to the harbor. Okay, so I'm going to summarize here. Safety, we've gone over some of this stuff already. Swells like 3 foot or under. Wind has to be 10 or under. PFD is mandatory. Radio, you should have a VHF marine radio. If you can't get one, then a walkie-talkie is better than nothing. Okay, the problem with the walkie-talkie radios is you can't communicate with the VHF people. It's a completely different frequency and you can't hail the Coast Guard. So VHF preferred. If you can't, then walkie-talkie. Navigation device. Again, if we get separated, I need to know that you can navigate back to the harbor. So fish finder, handheld GPS, or if you know how to operate a phone, then okay. Attributes. I'm not going to be able to take 10 people out there. It'll just be complete mayhem. So I want to keep the party small, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 people. I will give preferential treatment to people who have not fished with me before. Also, if you are a newbie, a brand newbie or a kid, you're kind of young and you have adult supervision, you will get preferential treatment. If you are a catch and cook person and you don't mind videotaping a catch and cook on the rocks by the shore, you go to the head of the line. If you are a bikini model or a belly dancer, you go to the head of the line. And if you are a female, that's even better. So anyways, if you have any questions, email me at adventureforth@gmail.com. In terms of gear, we are going to be fishing in deep water. So Palawan Wreck is 120 feet, and if we're fishing the ledge of the canyon, I mean, we can be in like 200 feet of water. The rig that is probably the best bet for a newbie is a double dropper loop rig. You should be able to fish 30 pounds of main line. These hooks should probably be like 3/0 circle hooks, and this torpedo sinker should be like 8 ounces. And then of course the rod and reel has to be a setup that can handle heavy line and heavy weight like 8 ounces. I am primarily a jig fisherman, so if you're going to be fishing artificial jigs, then you're looking for stuff that's 3.5 ounces to maybe 8 ounces. Okay, so I'm looking forward to meeting with you and fishing with you. I couldn't possibly cover every aspect, so if you have any questions, again, email me at adventureforth@gmail.com. As always, thank you for dropping by. Get out there and have fun, be safe, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.